Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you. Happy New Year. This is our first video this year. Ndeba Idalkwano. I want to thank you for last year for your support, and please continue to support us in any way you can. Let's quickly go to the topic of today, and it's like the first time I will be like talking about Mathias Ezeaku's video, and this time around it is what he said about Mbaka. Let me play a little of the video before I talk on that. Emma, I'm not a supporter of pastors. You know why I don't support pastors? There are good pastors and there are bad ones. So I don't support them generally. If I want to support, I will, pick an individual I know, I trust, and I say I believe him. Because a lot of people are into this pastor work now. A lot of native doctors, herbalists, spiritualists are coming into it. For example, the one who says he's Onyeze Jesus. Can you imagine the name? And he takes people to the sea to bath naked. You wonder if Jesus did it that way. But that is not what I want to talk about now. So I'm trying to say I don't support pastors. If I want to support them, I do it individually. But saying I believe in the pastors, every pastor, no. And I'm not an Mbaka fan. But there is something I want to point out here. Mathias has been saying a lot of things. I don't want to really react, not because I agree or disagree with a lot of things he has said, no. But let me just discuss this particular one. Let me play the video for you to see. Look at what he said.
Yeah, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending your time factor. Yeah, today being 31st December 2022, I am making this video for Reverend Father Mbaka. And if you can see, I am inside the bush making this video because I am angry and my heart is bitter. And I want to send this message direct to Mbaka. Mbaka, if you did not conduct that night crossover in United States of America for the USA citizen this year, today, being 31st of December 2022, bear it in your mind that you are the most wicked human being on this planet Earth. I repeat it again for the Mbaka. If you fail to conduct that first night crossover for United States of American citizens, that first night, to prophesy for them how 2023 is going to be, bear it in your mind that you are one of the most heartless human beings we have in Igbo land, in Nigeria as a nation. I was one of your brainwashed followers for over complete 12 to 9 years. Since 2016, we started from Park Lane. Mbaka, you keep to stalk us like fish. Every 31st December, we used to drink dust like water in the name of crossover. Where you be talking rubbish, telling us what the Hosea and the Habakkuk said, how next year is going to be one of the most best year in our life. Why we die one of the most miserable dead every year? You know that that first night is not what we make United States of America what their year will be in 2023. That their government have planned how 2023 is going to be in the life of every citizen of United States of America.
Now let me, discuss this in bits. Mathias does not understand seems he doesn't understand how the church works. And maybe he doesn't also understand Mbaka's mission in US. Yes, remember I told you I'm not in support of the church on this, but I like to do something that is straightforward. Let's look at it. Mbaka went to US to monastery. A monastery, it's like Mbaka's case is more like correctional time. I remember a pastor in my former church in Lagos, the Redeemed Christian Church of God. I don't have a particular church, but I worship with them. So there's a pastor a particular time that started going against dogmas of the church. And a particular Sunday, we turned out for service and we realized the parish pastor was around, and he announced to us that the pastor has been moved. He is returning to college to be groomed again on the tenets, the church, how the church operates. Every church has their operation modus operandi, if you will. So Mbaka's case was like based on the Enugu bishop, he should go to like get groomed again so that he will come back better. So Mathias Ezeaku, he's fond of talking and talking like a brute beast. According to the Bible, they said such mouth will be stopped at the right time. And remember, God is not mocked. I'm not trying to defend the church. God is not mocked. Whatever a man sow, including the pastor, they will reap. This particular comment on Mbaka is unnecessary. Mbaka has his own assignment. Mbaka has adoration ministry here in Nigeria. And that is where he is called to. Apart from that, he went to get some, knowledge on how the church work again, a kind of refreshment. Mbaka did not go to US to start preaching. Yes, Mbaka did not go to US to start preaching again. He's going through a process. So I don't know why Mathias will be saying, well, if you don't organize a 31st night, this video was prior to the new year. That is silly. People just, they want to talk. They want to other people to feel they are around. That's the case of Mathias. Must you talk? Must you talk? I'm not really concerned about other things you have said about the church, but I think this particular statement is baseless. And by the way, I argued this with some people yesterday, being the first. Whatever Mbaka is doing is done in Catholic Church all over the world. Are you talking about the incense? Are you talking about the sprinkling of water, holy water? Are you talking about offerings? The only thing is that the Catholic Church depend on the country and place. They interpret things based on their, sometimes their culture. Mbaka could have a slight modification on what he's doing, but he is still following the Catholic Church. So this particular thing Mathias is saying here is unnecessary. That is the practice everywhere. In the argument I had with some people, they said I should show them where they condemn crossover mass. But crossover mass has been, it's been done even before Mbaka was born. So people should not just come out, I want to talk. You want to talk, reason, think before you talk. You must run down the church. You must run down the church. Let me tell you, the church is not the problem. But some bad churches are a bad influence. Yes, yeah, we understand that there are bad influence, just like bad eggs can, corrupt. And wherever you find original thing, there will be many imitations and the bad ones. So Mathias should look for something else to do if his ideas are no longer coming. When R. Kelly was singing, R. Kelly was raining. It came to a point R. Kelly started singing Trapped in the Closet. That was when I know it was like he's exhausted. If Mathias doesn't know what to do, concentrate on your motor parts. You said you are a motor parts dealer. Look for something else and do. Whatever Mbaka does is Catholic doctrine. There could be slight modifications. Don't say something because you have mouth and you must say. Whatever a man sow, he will reap. It's a matter of time. We are not in those days when God will strike you immediately for what you did. And by the way, there is something you don't know. That you are a Christian doesn't mean you cannot be persecuted. For those who think Christians will have all their way easily, no, it is not easy for Christians too. But Christians were taught how to comport themselves, how to be contented. Contentment. That somebody is a Christian doesn't mean he can be sick or he cannot go to hospital. And there is something about healing that you should know. It is not just about the person praying for you to be healed. You have to also agree. But that is not what we are discussing here. He's calling Mbaka wicked. Whatever Mbaka does is obtains abroad in every part of the world. Yes, you could say some of the white people who brought Christianity has left. There are still people who are still holding to it. And they are, due to, if you go to overseas country, there is what we call noise control. There is noise control. Most churches do their things seclusively. You will not hear them, but that doesn't mean they don't operate. You are talking about stickers. There are many Indian spiritual shops here. Asian shop advertising stickers for this and that. In everything you see, there is a good one and there is a corrupted one. So I will not go through the whole of Mathias' video, but I think Mathias should not just comment on anything. Because he's getting people who are giving him thumbs up, nodding to his some of these crazy things he does. This is unnecessary. I used to see a lot of Mathias' video. I don't used to comment, but speak on this one, react to this particular one. It's silly. It's silly. I'm sorry I'm using this to start my New Year video, but it's silly of Mathias to continue this shit this way. If you want to argue objectively. You say you're no longer deceived by Mbaka's miracle. Well, somebody is saying a different thing. There are people who believed and it worked for them. So keep quiet if you don't know what to say. Even in this new year, your parents prayed for you, telling you it shall be well with you. The end of this year shall give you prosperity. We shall not hear sad news, this and that. You'll be established this year. Doors will open for you this year. Churches also give that promise. I don't know why church will give it and it will become an abomination. Even if you want to follow Omenana, they pray with cola and they tell you it will be well with you. So why will church pray it will be well with you and it will become an offense? Like I said, I want objective reaction, argument, and not just you pick up anything. You must come on air. I don't know whether Facebook has given you a target, just like some. You must come and say something because you want to meet the target. That's silly. Concentrate on your foundation. You are doing well in that foundation. It's not until you mention the church. Concerning healing, it is not humans that do the healing. It is God. And he does this as it pleases him. I have seen miracles. I have seen people they prayed for. They walked. I've seen them. I've also seen occasions where nothing happened. So don't say what you don't know. And don't join Ezeaku. Don't allow Ezeaku to mislead you people. And don't join him in saying what he doesn't know. So I don't really want to go through the rest of the video. I want to just talk about this particular one. There were a lot of crossover nights all over the world, not just in Nigeria. And there were prayers that it shall be well with participants, praying for them, just like your father will pray for you with cola. So what are you saying? It depends on what someone believes. Many churches I know, they don't tell you not to take medicines. They don't. You can still take medicines. Why? They pray for you. They'll pray for you, but the right things will be done. I have seen a lot of churches. They will even raise money for you to go to the hospital. So what is Ezeaku always saying? The greatest charity organization in the world are the church. If you want to talk about charity organization, you have not done quarter. I don't want to go deep into this. I just pointed out that particular place about Mbaka must conduct crossover night, prayer night in America or else. Mbaka did not go there to conduct mass. He did not go there to officiate. He went there to be refreshed. So stop saying what you don't know. You must not react on everything. This is why I draw the curtain on this particular one. Please share this video widely. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Everywhere we did here. And bye-bye for now.